What's that, Ewan?
What?
Somebody said quasi-Marvel news.
Oh,
well,
wow.
Coincidentally, we have quite a big, weird, tentacly slice of that, which is always the best kind of slices.
Tentrically.
That's the one. Yeah. Venom!
Yeah.
The new Venom trailer is out, and after everybody cried that they didn't see enough Venom, well, you've seen all kinds of plenty black, rubbery, dildo-y Venom now, ain't you?
You've seen them coming out of his arms, coming out of his
back, his legs, his mouth, presumably.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you think of the trailer? Because I wasn't like, I didn't hate the first trailer. I actually thought it was quite interesting the way it kind of delayed the reveal of Venom.
I'm very laid back, mate.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that they didn't show it because really there's so many worse things going on in the world than not seeing the Venom costume in the Venom trailer. But
there's nothing more important than this right now.
Yeah, I thought this was good. This is a much better trailer. It's not giving me everything about the plot, which movie trailers tend to do, and it's giving me a little bit tease, a little cheeky rubbery tease. The best kind of tease of the costume. So yeah, it's good. Mm-hmm. But I imagine people have questions. Infinity War's here. People are going to be wondering like, oh, Venom? That's Spider-Man's best friend.
Tungy face going to be in Infinity War. Eddie Brock, if you should know, because if everyone is thinking the way Sony do, everyone watched the Spidey show from the 90s, which had the awesome Aerosmith theme tune. Which is, Adam Cleary is doing very well right now. But yeah, so like we had Venom, and he is basically Spider-Man's 90s edgelord adversary. Eddie Brock was a fellow reporter at the Daily Bugle, photographer, and basically Spider-Man in a storyline does something that kind of ruins his reputation. He then goes on a downward spiral. Then when Spider-Man goes up to the bell tower in that church sequence and loses the symbiote, it droops onto Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock.
And he becomes Venom. And it's really interesting to me about this film is that Spider-Man is such a fundamental component of that character's origin. And he's not featuring in this film, supposedly. There have been rumours that Tom Holland is set to cameo.
Well, this is a Sony project in association with Marvel.
Yes.
Now, would you mind unpacking that for us?
Yes.
This is not in. Is this in the MCU?
So the status of the Venom movie and whether or not it's going to be set in the MCU has been contested pretty much since the first film came out. The first news of the Sony Marvel deal came out and saying we want to do our own MCU films. Amy Pascal said a while back that it would be set in the MCU. Then
Amy Pascal is
Sony's head honcho for all the cinematic stuff. So said it would, and then Kevin Feige was like, nah, is it? And then Tom, who directed Spider-Man? Was it Tom Watts? John Watts. Yeah, he basically said that it was set in its own separate world, which prompted Sony to again say, well, I mean, it's set in adjunct to the MCU, which kind of means that it's going to allude to those sort of MCU influences, kind of in the way that if you think of the Netflix shows. So you look at Netflix and Sony stuff, and they're in the same high school as the MCU. But they're not on the table with the Avengers, and the reciprocal love is just non-existent.
I think what you mean to say is this is an absolute mess in terms of canon and storyline and universe building. Basically, I don't think they know.
No.
I think they're trying to leave themselves as much room as possible. So if they want to, basically get a marketing rub off the fact it's a Marvel property, they can. But also, if it bombs and they want to sell Venom back to Marvel, they also can do that.
Yeah, you're totally right. I think there's a sort of it's almost like a fail-safe. Marvel can't come out and definitely say that it is an MCU film, because if it's not good, and let's be honest, Sony don't have the better track records. That's why they went to Marvel to do Spider-Man: Homecoming. There is a chance that could happen, but to the same end, if this turns out to be a massive reinvention of the genre, because it's meant to be like a Cronenberg-esque horror film, and Marvel were like, oh, because Mr. Kevin Feige was also in the news today saying that ties in quite nicely. Could potentially want some horror films in the Marvel universe. Venom could be the springboard for further forays into that genre, like Blade.
I was going to say, what would horror Marvel movies look like?
Blade,
Venom, Blade,
Ghost Rider.
Nothing scarier than Nicolas Cage, in my opinion. So
that's also true. That's a big problem now.
Anything else?
Ghost Rider. You could have a more horror-y Doctor Strange. You could have Moon Knight. You could have...
Oh, look at all the characters
I can name all of these.
Basically, the new Venom trailer is out.
Yes.
You should watch it.
Yes.
It's quite interesting.
Yes.
In that the man has lots of tentacles coming out. Reminds me of a lot of videos on Jules' computer, that. And we've seen the costume. It's all a bit sci-fi channel-y for me, but you liked it, didn't you?
You think it looks like bloody Sharktopus?
I think it looks like Sharktopus.
I think it looks okay. To me, this again, you see these. It's not rubbery. I'm trying to think of What?
It's a bit rubbery, and it looks like a big rubber cock.
Venom, the big rubber cock.
Venom, the big rubber cock.
Coming to a theatre.
In cinemas in October.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it might be in the MCU. It also probably isn't, but it's definitely being made by Sony, and we'll have a nice big Marvel strap. I mean, I'm more likely to go see this film if I think it might have something to do with the MCU.
Well, fair enough. I mean, that's probably what they're banking on.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think I'm going to be alone in that.
No, I think you're definitely right, especially after The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
When's that out?
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
No, I mean Spider-Man 2.
Oh God, next year?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's next year. It's a very quick
Well,
turnaround.
if he doesn't die in Infinity War, am I right? Imagine if like Marvel just swerved everybody. Like lined up all these films for after Infinity War. Like, oh, we're not actually doing them. We just wanted you to think these characters would survive. Anyway, that was the Venom news.
Yes.
The Venom MC new quasi MC news. 9:20. Not enough coffee yet. I've been Adam. This has been you, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think of the Venom trailer, as well as whether or not you reckon it's ever going to tie into the MCU. By leaving a comment below, and yes, etc., etc. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey.
Hey.
How about that?
Hey. I'm gonna go tendril some more tea.